Well, it's official. I'm upgrading my oil. I am now switching to Royal Purple from Mobile One. Move this to the side. So here is the oil filter I use. This is a K&N Performance Gold oil filter. I like this for a couple reasons. This is a little bit higher quality than their more basic filters. But it has a 1-inch nut that's welded on here. So as you can see in the photo, if you can't get it off, you can use extra wrench or something like that. Makes it a lot easier. Also, if you're ever going to do any track racing or anything like that, a lot of different types of racing, you are required to have everything that can come off to have a tie down. So as you can see right here, there is a hole. And that way, when you're done, you can throw a cable through there and have a tie on it. So if this ever falls off, it doesn't fall into the track or onto other vehicles. It's a pretty nice filter. I mean, what do you expect for an oil filter? It's a few bucks, nothing too crazy. And then we are going with the Royal Purple. For obvious reasons, it is a better quality oil itself over Mobile One. From my understanding, it's pretty much the most bang for your buck oil you can get. There are more expensive oils out there that do better, but I don't think I need to be spending $40 or $50 for 5 quarts of oil alone. This was right in the ballpark, about 35 bucks for high quality oil. I'm not going to complain about that. Now, something I've been talking about is an oil catch can. So here's one. This is a prototype bracket. I want to make one out of CNC eventually. This is a proof of concept. This is just an aluminum bar that's been bent and shaped and drilled out by Zach. So thank you, Zach. I tried to paint it and I rushed it and it was too hot, I guess. And just ignore it. Like I said, it's a prototype, so this is not a final product. But the oil catch can itself, this is made out of CNC aluminum. Comes apart in a couple spots. Go ahead and get it loose. There we go. It over tightened. You can see how fine those threads are. There we go. There's nothing inside of it currently. And then you have your little dipstick. You see the lines on the bottom. And then right here, this bolt actually comes out, the plug, and you can put a atmosphere filter on there. I'm not going to be running it that way. And we have the mesh in the bottom here. I'll take this off too. And that's where the breather hole is. And then this also comes apart a little further. And all this is CNC aluminum, so it's very nice. The paint is very nice on this as well. So once it's all put together, this is solid. I'll show you where this mounts inside the car. But everything will collect inside this can. And in between, say, oil changes or however often you want to check it, you can go ahead and pull this guy out. And you can see how much oil you have in it. If you have a lot, then you'll go ahead and leave the top portion mounted to the car. You'll just unscrew this bottom port, then you can dump it out, clean it out, whatever you gotta do, and then put it back together, and then you're good to go. Super quick, super easy, and something pretty much anyone else can do. You're gonna want to get yourself some really nice black hose. This is reinforced and all that fun stuff. And you're only going to need about 3 feet or so. So we're going to mount the oil catch can there, and then we're going to have a hose run to here and a hose run to here. And so it's kind of in a weird spot, but that'd be really the best spot to put it. Okay, so I mounted the bracket right here. There is a threaded insert already there, and I don't have anything there, so let me go ahead and get that in and tighten it up, and then we're going to go ahead and put the catch can on, and I'll show you what's next. Bingo, so now it is mounted. Now, you want a little extra help with something. Show you. Now with this particular oil catch can, you can take off these 2 bolts and that separates this bracket that came with it off of the whole can. So you technically could just take this off, mount this, then take the 2 bottom screws here to go through this bracket, and then bring the can over and then attach these 2 screws. I didn't want to do all that, so all I did was, after mounting the bottom bracket, I just took a little socket with a little extender on it, and I put tape on this, and I put the nut on there, and then that way when I'm reaching behind like this to put it in, even if I go like this, whatever, the nut doesn't drop. So that might be a little helpful hint, because once you're in there, angle, there's not a lot of room to really reach in there, just enough to get like a hand in there. And these are 6mm nuts, so they're very, very tiny. Okay, super simple to understand how this layout works, so I'll explain it again. This side is the in, this is the out. This is in, that's the outside. So you want to run a hose right here to here, and then you'll have one that runs here to this side. Now again, do not use vinyl tubing like this. This is only for demonstrations. Again, I'm just going to run this just for a short period of time so you guys can see how everything kind of flows out. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take off these. Oh, come on, there we go. See, there's a little bit of oil in there, and on the ridge right here there's some oil, and there we go. So now it's put on correctly. So you have, comes in this side, it will drop into the can, all the oil and stuff like that, the oil vapor and water vapor, oil, whatever you call it, and then whatever the actual regular air with no oil in it for the most part will come back in here and back through. In next week's episode, I'll go ahead and show you what the blow-by did over a couple days, and then I'll show you what the new hoses look like. And Zach, thank you for making the prototype bracket. Thanks again for your continued support. I'll see you guys next week.